Hello, everybody. Let me just work a little bit with the sound, and we're ready to start, aren't we? So, I'm glad to hear you, see you, and if you are with me, just make sure that I know that. Write something like hi somewhere here on the Zoom chat, and let's start a little fragment of the training, online and offline training, customer focus, and difficult experience with clients. And here you can see a phrase by very famous production manager and writer and inventor Henry Ford. Everything should have been done better than it had done before. Well, it's not easy not to agree with that. For those who know me, you know that I like little phrases that just deliver what is more important for all of us. Okay, so this, for those who do not know me, my name is Alex, and my surname is Kuznetsov. I'm a business trainer. I am an ICF coach, and I have designed more than 40 training programs, and I have performed and carried out more than 40 training programs so far during these 17 years. These are logos of my clients, and I'm very proud that here are my clients because they trusted me. They have trusted me. What is more important for them. They have trusted me, have given me a chance to work with their audience, to work with their managers and their staff. And I can remember all of them, all these projects, and if you like, I will be able to tell you about the experience I had with them. So, but now we have a little fragment of customer-focused training. What are our goals for these 20 minutes like that? You will listen the way I speak in English. I have been practicing speaking English since 1995. I have been teaching English since 1995 to 2012. I have been speaking English all the time. So, and the second goal is maybe for you to see a little fragment of my training to get a picture of what it's going to be for you, for the students, for the participants of my training. So, question number one, what mandatory activities should the managers, clients managers, perform to deliver the best customer experience? It's not an easy question, but it is an involving question. By this question, I involve the audience, I mean the training participants, the training students, my students, to discuss it in smaller groups, maybe 2 or 5 groups, during off training or offline training or online training, both way. Okay. They just have a little practice to remember some difficult experience with clients, maybe, or some nice stories with the clients, maybe. It's important for them to understand that it is important. So they interact for about 5 minutes, maybe, as offline as online, as I said before. And what do they say? They say something like, it's important to be nice to clients. It's important to solve the client's situations. It's important to support the clients. It's important to listen to the clients. It's essential to be always there where the clients need you. Okay, it's important to be positive, in the positive contact with the clients. Okay, I will get together all their answers and say, thank you very much. You just have showed me that you've experienced enough to understand what you're doing with the clients in difficult situations. I see. And the next practice is, please get ready and tell me a good story, at least 2 or 3 stories. One story from one small group of training participants, training students. What kind of good story I'm talking about? I'm talking about a good story, a good experience with a client. For example, there was some client Nicholas, he called me. He had an aggressive attitude. He was emotional. He didn't understand the manual of the product he have bought from our company. He was using bad words, but I listened to him carefully. I led him with questions to the issue of the problem, of the situation. I showed my empathy, and I solved his problem. And that was really a good story, because I understood once again that if you are customer's manager, it's very easy for you to work with clients when there is no problem at all, when there are easy situations, when the customers, the clients like you, everything is fine. The weather is fine, by the way. It's spring is coming into town right now. But how can you see that the client's manager is a real professional? Well, for me, in my opinion, and in my training participants' opinion, when there is a difficult situation and the client is angry, or the client wants to, he or she, they want to do something which is not allowed according to the rules, regulations of the company, well, it's not an easy situation, and the client's managers can show his or her experience, his or her empathy to the client, to show that he or she, the client's manager, if they're focused on solving the situation with the client, on giving the client the best experience, the best client's experience. So that they tell good stories, and the atmosphere is very nice with my training participants, with my training students. And sorry, they once again, they remember that you can be easily motivated by the stories. You can easily be motivated to show good performance and to deliver to the client the best experience. Then I remember to the group of my students, of my training participants, what the client's managers should do. They should be positive and supportive to the clients. They should encourage the client to show the details of the customer situations. The client's manager should always be working positively with the customer's emotions. I mean, showing empathy. It's not an easy task to do. The client's managers should show respect and understanding to the customer situations. There are a lot of client's managers who do not do that. Unfortunately, they just focus on solving the client situations, forgetting that if you are on the phone, the client doesn't see you. The client, he or she, they don't see you working on their problem, on their situation, don't see the way you do that. So you have to just tell them that. Okay, the client's manager should make summary of the customer's information, just to make sure that the reasons are clear, their decisions are clear. The client's manager should suggest different 1 or 2 or 3 decisions with the reasonable argumentation. Not just, dear client, you should do this and that. No, it's forbidden. It's bad. It gives the client uneasy experience, really negative experience. We shouldn't tell the clients what they should do or that they shouldn't do. Okay, the client's manager should support the customer to choose the best decision. It's very important. It's highly important for the customer, at least, to have the feeling that he or she, the customers, the clients, they make their own decision. They choose their own decision. And the client managers should work positively with the customer's objections, with the customer's doubts, with the customer's denials, and so on. And we always thank, the client's managers, we always thank the customer, we always thank the clients, because they show their emotions. They trust us. They trust that we can solve their problems. They work with us, the clients managers, on their situations. It's important. If you do that during every conversation, then and only then the client, the customer will get the best experience with us. So next practice is a coaching question to the group of my students of my training participants. What correct emotions and phrases should the managers use to perform mandatory activities? I mean, really, what you should do exactly, and what exact phrases should we, the clients managers, use to perform the best clients experience. There are uneasy situations when we want to say something warm, something comforting to the client, but we have a lack of words. We don't know what to say, and it's a big risk that we will tell something wrong, and the clients will not like it, really. So this is a harder practice, more difficult practice for my training students, for my training participants. You see on the left a list of incorrect communication. Sorry. On the first look, these phrases do not look very negative, but still, if you really take a good look at them, you see that they are not positive. Really, they're not positive. You should. We don't have such policy, as you mentioned, dear client. I'm explaining that to you the second time already. What you're asking me to do is strictly against our corporate rules. Don't yell at me. Do you understand me? You are wrong. This communication is incorrect, really, and we should correct this communication. Of course, I give some limited time to do this task for my training participants. Sorry, but still, they work on that phrases, and during that work, they understand that the language should be clear, the language should be positive always. It should be clear for every client's manager to understand that every word you choose should work on you, should work positively to help to solve the situation, to help solve the situation with the client. And if any word is not right, you should delete this word from your personal vocabulary. So it's a fun practice, but it's a difficult practice for my training students. And then next, after feedback from my training students, from my training participants, and the professional feedback from me to them, I will give my students common algorithm of communication with clients. And I will give them this algorithm to check it, maybe to make it more professional, to make it more positive. And then we use this algorithm in possible situations. For example, situation number one, the office manager have ordered the customer to wear the individual mask in public place, of course, and the customer is complaining about that. Situation number two, the customer have made the online site registration for the certain time to come to the office. I mean, and yet the customer has to wait in the long queue in the office, and the customer is complaining about that. And situation number three, probable situation number three, the customer do not understand fully the manual for the new bought TV set, and they are irritated about that. There could be other different situations taken from real work activities. And my training participants, my training students, they just do role interactions using these situations. So this is it. My dear friends, my colleagues, I have just showed you a little fragment of training with the title Customer Focus or Delivering the Best Client's Experience, something like that. I hope you have listened to me carefully. Thank you for your attention and for your involvement. Once again, I'm Alex Kuznetsov, business trainer, practical psychologist, and ICF coach. I wish you have a nice day, nice evening, and I'm here with you. You can contact me anytime. Bye-bye.